Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is PotatoCookiez and I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to solve a Pyramix Cube. This is the easiest way to solve a Pyramix Cube in my opinion. Hopefully it's easy for you guys as well. So let's start. Okay guys, so before we start solving the Pyramix Cube, we should know the parts and the movements of a Pyramix Cube. So there are three parts in a Rubik's Pyramix Cube. That is the 3 center pieces, 3 cross pieces and 3 tip pieces. The only difference here is a Pyramix Cube has 3 centerpieces for every side, while a 3x3 Rubik's Cube has only 1 centerpiece. So these 3 are the centerpieces for every side. So we have 1, 2, 3 centerpieces here, 3 centerpieces here, 3 centerpieces here, and 3 centerpieces here. And the cross pieces are the opposite sides. So if you look at it this way, these 3 are going to be the cross pieces. So if you keep the 1 tip down and 2 tips to the sides, and then these 3 will be your cross pieces. If you keep 2 tips down and 1 tip up, these 3 will be your centerpieces. So this is an easier way to remember which is a centerpiece and which is a cross piece. The third part here is a tip piece. So these don't really matter, like they do contribute to the jumble, but you can just solve them by just moving it. So they are not really connected to the centerpieces and the cross pieces. So there are again 3 movements which we need to learn. That is R, L and U. And there are only going to be 3 movements. So as you know, in the last video, I taught you guys that R, when you move the right hand side up, is going to be a R. And when you move the right hand side down, it's going to be R prime. So how do you know which is an R here? So can you see this small triangle here? This is going to be your right side. So if you move your right side up, it's going to be R. And when you move this right side down, it's going to be R prime. The same way, there is another called L prime and L. So in L prime, it's different. So this is going to be an L prime and this is going to be an L. And then the last but not least, it is U. The U will be up to the left like this, and then a U prime will be to the opposite side, which is the right. So these are the basic movements and the basic parts of a Pyramix Cube. Now that we know this, we can start solving the Rubik's Cube. Okay guys, so I just jumbled the Pyramix Cube, so now we can start solving the Pyramix. So first step you want to do is choose any color. It can be yellow, green, blue or red. So I'm going to be choosing, let's choose red here. So now that you have chosen red, we want all 3 red center pieces onto one side. So again, the recap that these 3 are the center pieces and these 3 are the cross pieces. So we want to get all red pieces on the center pieces. So let's choose this side now. You can choose any side you want. So now in order to get the red pieces onto the center sides, you just need to move, like do R and L and U to try and get all 3 all the 3 red centers have to be on the same side. So here we go, we got 2 red center pieces on one side. Let's see if we can get one more. Okay, so we did not get any red pieces, so which means we have to change our side. So this is not the red side. So let's choose this side. So let me see if I get a red here. Yes, we do get a red center piece here, so that's 1 down. Do we get one more? Yes, we get one more. Just need one more. Yes. Okay, so now that we know that, the red side is going to be this side because we have all 3 red centers on the same side. So just for fun, we can just move our red pieces so that it can be highlighted better. So now comes step 2. Now that we know one side, you need to keep the side which you just created down, facing down. So now we have, although the side is not completed, we are going to be doing that in the next step. But in order to start the step, you need to keep the side which you are going to start down. And then you need to align all the side center pieces here. So we have auto aligned everything now here. So as you can see, we have 3 yellow pieces on one side, 3 blue pieces, 3 blue center pieces on one side, and 3 green center pieces on one side. So now if you just turn this, we can have the tips aligned as well. Now what we want to do is search for red pieces on these 3 sides. So here we go, we found one red piece here. What you got to do is look at the adjacent color on the piece. Like there are going to be 2 colors of one piece. If there's red on one piece, you need to look at the other color, and as we can see, it's yellow. So you need to align the yellow color with the yellow side. You moved a centerpiece, but it's okay, doesn't matter. We know that this is the yellow side. So since this the red piece like where the red color is and the yellow on its side, if it's to the right, you need to do a left turn, which is L prime. And then since it's to the right, you need to move U to the left and then move the L prime back to its original position. So as you can see, nothing moved here, but that was a crucial step. We need to do 2 more times. So now we have to search for the red color again. Look at the color on its side. So we have blue. And now you need to align blue with its center. So as you can see, blue is already aligned. So now we can just, since the blue, this blue color is to the right, you need to make a L prime. And then since the blue is to the right, you need to make a U. And then since you did a L prime in the beginning, you just need to do an L again. So as you can see, we just need one more red piece here, and now it has come below. So now usually the red is going to be either on these 3 pieces, not going to be on the center piece, it's not going to be over here. So if it's on these 2 pieces, on the top 2 cross pieces, then you can do what I just said. But if you have a red piece below you, what you need to do is either do L or U. So L or R, it's your wish. I'm going to be doing R. So if you do R like this, so if it's R, then you need to do a U and then bring the R back. So let me just reset it to the position where it was. So if you do a R, if you want to get this back on these 2 sides, you can either do R, U, R prime, or you can do a L prime, U prime, L. It's your wish, both of them work. So I'm going to be doing R, U and R prime. So as you can see, the red has come on these 2 pieces. So now you need to look at the red piece and look at the color beside it, and it's going to be green. So you need to move it to the green center. As you can see, this is the green center, and we actually moved a tip piece. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so now that we know, so now this piece is going to be to the right. So since it's to the right, you need to do a L prime, U, L. And now as you can see, we completed the red side. Okay guys, so if you understood all these steps correctly, that's pretty much it. You have to just continue doing these colors until the complete Pyramix is solved. So we just finished red, and now we need to choose any other color. Let's take yellow. Now that you're going to do yellow, you need to keep the color which you're finishing to the bottom, again like red, which we did. And then search for yellow pieces again on the top. And you should repeat this for all colors until the Pyramix is solved. So I'm going to be continuing with the Pyramix here. So as you can see, we have a yellow over here. Let's look at the adjacent color. It's blue. Align it with the blue center. It's already aligned. So now since the yellow piece is to the left, the yellow and the blue piece is to the left, you need to do a R, U prime, R prime. And now you can just realign these centers here, and now we have one more yellow to go. So look at the color beside the yellow. We have green. You need to align it with the green center. And then since it's to the left, you need to do a R, U prime and R prime. So now we can again align the centers again, and as you can see, we completed yellow. So if you can see, we have displaced red here, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. We have already done red. So now if you leave red and yellow, we can choose between blue and green, and I'm going to be doing blue this time. So keep blue to the bottom and then search for blue pieces. So we have one on the top here and one on the bottom. So let's do the top one first. So we have green to the side, so move it to the green side, and since it's to the left, you do a R, U prime and R prime, and that solved one of the pieces. And we just need one more blue piece. So it's here, and to the side is red. Okay, so the red is matched up with its center. So since this blue and red piece is to the right, you need to do an L prime, U, L. And now we have actually solved the Pyramix. After doing this U right here, that's it. It's that simple. The Pyramix is very easy to solve, and if you just learn that one step and how to do the R prime, R, U, R prime stuff, and then keeping the placements correct, it's that simple guys, and this is how we solve a Pyramix cube. Okay guys, so just a quick recap. So first you need to choose a color to solve first, and then get all the color center pieces onto one side, and then keep that color facing down. And then once you do that, search for the missing color pieces on the other 3 sides, and then get them back to the bottom side by doing the 2 algorithms which I just gave you. So that's R, U, R prime, and L prime, U prime, L. So then just do that. Once you finish one color, move on to the next color, and then continue to do that until your Pyramix is solved. And that's pretty much it. So it's the easiest way to solve a Rubik's Cube. It's a type of Rubik's Cube, and it's the easiest type of Rubik's Cube to solve. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like, and turn on the notifications bell so that you won't miss out on any other awesome videos we post. We even have our own Discord server now, so the link will be in the description. Make sure to join it. And as always, this is Potato Cookies signing out. Keep rising.